Go ahead, fire away.
What did you think of Dax's first interception there tonight?
It was a great play. That's a tough play. He just finds a way to get around the ball and get his hands on the ball, and had a couple opportunities last week, so it was good to see him make the most of that one today.
You had a number of your young rookies playing first and second year players playing big roles. How important is it for guys like Dax and Osai and Gunter and all those guys to be developing the way they are?
It is, and these games are so critical because the way we practice is segmented and certain periods that are usually featuring certain situations, and so for them to get out there and play the length of time that they do is invaluable for those guys, and so we hope that they're learning from it and they're taking the most of the opportunities they're getting.
Cordell, I mean, obviously you and Frank are going to look at the tape, but initially on the field, your first takeaways?
Yeah, it seemed positive initially, but again, those guys are a little tougher to evaluate.
Was keeping him in as long as you guys did today more about just kind of like the lack of depth that you have at the position with Jackson not being there, or that you wanted to see him in as many snaps as
Both.
possible?
A combination of both. We want to see him play football. We knew they were going to play their ones initially, so we knew that we were going to get some good work against those guys and get a good evaluation there. And then also, we went from 7 to 6 there with Mont's injury.
You went after the first half. You stuck with Allen and everybody. You just wanted to get something more than what you.
Oh, he just got robbed of some opportunities last week, and so we thought getting the ball there in the second half, get him one more opportunity.
You had that first drive of the second half.
Yeah, it was good. That was a good way to start the half and get 7 points on the board, and that got us kick-started to what we thought was going to be a really solid half.
What was your initial reaction to Chris Evans' big return? Did you think he was going to take it all the way to the house?
I didn't have great vision. Once he got by me, I was watching Mike Thomas's block. That really helped spring that thing. So I was more into hyping up Mike Thomas than seeing how the run finished.
Didn't get a good view of that last snap, offensive snap. Zach, what happened with the false start? What happened there?
I don't know. There's miscommunication somewhere, obviously. That can't happen. You got a shot at what was it, probably going to be a 6-yard field goal, it looked like. So that did it take us out of the range? Maybe not. Maybe we could have taken a shot there. We wanted to work some situational football, and they got the better of us there on the last play. But we can't have that. That knocks us back 5 yards. Now you got to kick a 65-yarder.
Were you trying to set up the real long field goal to win it? And kind of on that note, how important is Evan even in the preseason? Obviously, he can let you do different things.
Yeah. We were going to give him a chance to tie it. It's you could go for the Hail Mary and try to win the game. I think it'd be good to work that pressure kick there. Too bad we just didn't get the opportunity.
In the first preseason game, you let Kevin and Drew both get some punting reps, and then today you just stuck with Drew. What do you think of his performance tonight?
That's something we'll discuss after we watch the game, but I think it was just good to get him an entire game, to be able to get into a rhythm and see what he can do there. We've been able to see Kevin do that for a long time, and that doesn't mean that next week's going to be the same. We'll evaluate this week what we need to see from those two guys.
You were coaching the game, but did you have any idea that Clay Johnston had about 48 tackles?
No, I did not.
Seriously, I think he had like 19.
I mean, you see him in there on a lot of plays. He got a lot of snaps. He was running around, communicating like crazy, and was in on a lot of plays. I could see that.
Can you describe Trent Taylor's importance to what you guys are doing in the big picture during the regular season?
Yeah, Trent. He knows the offense well. He's got his skill set. He's a great separator. He's got a history in this system, and so this stuff all makes sense to him. And he certainly provides opportunities there as a punt returner. So he's just a guy who's played a lot of ball in this league, been in a lot of big games, and made plays as he did for us last year, especially against Kansas City. And so it's good to have guys like that around.
Teaching moments in the first half, Zach, the 0 for 6 on third down, and you get the ball deep in their territory twice, and each time you only get a field goal.
Yeah, the penalties killed us, put us in really deep situations there early on. I think we had 3 holding calls. There's one more. We had four penalties against us early on that really killed us. Had some MAs that really hurt us too in the passing game. That really set us back. That should have provided great opportunities there to score down the red zone. And instead, we're not on the same page and get nothing out of it, except for some field goals. So that was disappointing not to take advantage of the field position. And like you mentioned, that the 0 for on third downs is more we're in third and long again. Like we've found ourselves in these 2 preseason games.
The fact that the Giants played a lot of their offensive status and the way your defense has special teams controlled the game. I mean, you got to walk out of there feeling good about that.
Yeah, there was, we challenged these guys to win the turnover battle, especially in the first half, and we did that. And it should have allowed us to play with a more comfortable lead to where that 7 points at the start of the third quarter would have really blown the thing open for us. That being said, I think there's still situations in the fourth quarter where we could have had control of the game. We shouldn't have been kicking a 58-yard field goal. We should have been in a better position to go score a touchdown, and those are just missed opportunities that we had.
Looked like you came out of fairly healthy.
Lamont Gallagher had a calf, and Khalid Kareem had a hamstring.
Did that take him out of the game? Or, is that something, was there one player specific that he came out on?
He came back in, and then came out again. Yep. All good? Thank you all.